now we're at one of the fisheries relief events. It's one of the parts of angling for relief that we do. All these kids are out here catching fish. I think we've caught probably the most here than we have at any other one.
Fishing as Relief is our event, and we invite pediatric cancer patients, survivors, and their families to come out with us, spend a day fishing, so they can find some fishing relief.
Jake and his family, Angling for Relief, they put together these trips where these kids can come out. I mean, if you look around and see, the kids are just having fun. They're doing normal kid things, getting their minds off the normal medical stuff that they have to think about.
The kids that come to it, they get to learn how to fish. And when they learn how to fish, they can go out and fish with someone else, like their family. It's really good bonding when you're just fishing, and that's all you're thinking about fishing, not their diagnosis or anything. Nice job, Declan. That's a huge one.
Angling for Relief started last May. Jake, my then 12-year-old son, had experience with a friend of his who had passed away from Ewing sarcoma, and Jake's passion is fishing.
You want to learn how to tie the knot, or do you want me to just tie it on?
I'll let the expert do it.
All right.
He would say to me, Mom, Ryan didn't even get to go fishing. He was going through such a horrible battle with cancer, and he didn't even get to go fishing and enjoy the last couple of years of his life. And I said, well, Jake, you know what, let's do something about it. 'Cause he would also talk about, well, there are other kids, Mom, that are going through this as well.
And I was like, that's so much work, but we did end up doing it actually. And well, look where it is now. Just so many video games you can play, and there's so many Legos you can build. But one thing that you can do over and over again, at least for me, is you can cast a rod.
The very first thing he came up with was, Mom, we need to go to all the cancer hospitals and build ponds and stock it with fish. I'm like, that's a great idea. Let's start a little smaller. These kids and parents have been through a lot and are going through a lot with treatments, and it's wonderful to be able to provide an opportunity for them to come out here, just enjoy nature and the thrill of catching fish.
Thank you. Are you going to help Chris? Trinity was diagnosed in July of 2018 at 2 years old with neuroblastoma. It's a very aggressive form of cancer that normally starts in the nervous system. Her tumor is located in her neck, so it's currently inoperable.
This devastates your entire family. It devastates the siblings. These kids have to think about hospital beds and medicines, and their counts are okay for them to go outside and play. This is one of those opportunities where they can forget about all of that.
It is one of the awesome resources that as a cancer family we have. So we were able to bring Trinity, who's 3, out here along with her big sister Sierra, who's 5, and little sister Anastasia, who's 1. And they just get to fish and have fun.
Good job, Finn! Sorry, caught a fish.
We were here for all of 5 minutes and she already caught her first fish.
A lizardfish, that's awesome!
They can just be kids, and they know that nobody's going to be staring at them asking questions, because everybody here understands what they're going through.
We've got a long road ahead, just like a lot of other families. So these events are everything. Like they're laughing and having a great time, which is great to see.
Fishing is cathartic. It's almost like therapy in itself.
The families are able to come here, just show up and enjoy. We provide all of the fishing poles, the lunch, all the tackle, the knowledge from our volunteers who are anglers, being able to just come and enjoy themselves and not have to think about anything.
So as a parent, I'm so thankful. And I don't want to get too emotional, but I'm just so thankful that it provides an opportunity for my kids to get excited about catching a fish.
Keep reeling, keep reeling.
I can't say enough great things about Jake, enough great things about Angling for Relief. And he's very humble. He doesn't want the attention on himself. He wants the attention for the children. He wants to make sure kids are having a good time and getting relief from the everyday. Jake's out here on a beautiful Saturday morning giving his time back to these kids to give a good time.
You can take this one.
He truly has a big heart, a passion for fishing, and empathy for others.
He's awesome. He's awesome. Like for such a young kid, like to have this I refer to it as a heart of gold.
If you think about what our kids are doing in this day and age, for a 13, 14-year-old to want to come out and volunteer his precious time on a Saturday to give back to these kids, it's inspiring. I hope my kids have the opportunity to grow up to be like Jake and his family.
I feel really good when I do it, and it makes me feel a lot better about myself.
We hear so many, oh, the kid is just unbelievable, he's awesome. And he is, no doubt, but he's just like any other kid, and he just came up with an idea. And he has a gazillion volunteers, people who have stood behind him and said, you go, we'll follow, and we'll do whatever it is you come up with.